Welcome to Macrocode. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. So today we are going to proceed with our employees management system. So I'm going to sign in here. As you can see, this is our dashboard. So on the dashboard, we have some of the graphs here. So we are going to analyze and actually use these graphs, put in some analysis and see how this goes along. So if you check on the employees, we have the employees list. You also have the holidays. We have the leave adjustments, the leave balances, leave periods. Then you have the leave types. You can add new leave types here. You can also have leave applications. You can add a new leave application, indicate the start date, leave days, annual leave type, choose a document and you can add. Then you have the security. These are the system users. You can add a new system user, put in the user role and all this information. Then you have the roles. You can create a new role. We also have profiles. So these are kind of system rights. Then audit logs. So you can see these are all audit trails. If you view, you're able to see some of the details here. Then we have the system administration approval entries, the workflow user group, user matrix, designation, departments, banks, countries, town or cities, system code, and system code details. So today I want us to add a sub-module for managing clients in our application. So here we'll just start with creating our model. So that model will go a long way now ensuring that we are able to create clients. So here I'll just add a new model. So we can call this a client. So I'll call this client. Then so let me zoom so that you're able to see. So for client, we have some properties that we need to provide. And those properties, so I'll just say here, public. So it is trying to, so let's just take in and see. So these are some of the suggestions. So I'll try to import these. Then here we have the ID. Then we have the client's name. We have the client address. We have the phone number. This is the client phone number, email, then client type. So don't know, do you need a type? No, let's just remove that. We have the status. So for the status, I'll just say here. So let me zoom. So for the status here, we can do int. Then this we can say status. And this should be a foreign key from our system code details. So I'll do public system code detail, then status. So this will be our status. So this will be status ID. Then this will be our status. So then we have so here we'll need to remove all this. Here then we can have this inherit from our modified. What did we call user activity? Yes. So this user activity has all the user information. So you see here created by, created on, modified on, and modified by. But in case it has approval process, then you'll be using the approval activity. So here we have the ID, name, address, phone number, email, and status. So what other thing can we use? So for the client, let's see if there's any other suggestion. I don't need the client type. I think we can have the code. This is okay. Let's have this here. So these are so we'll be having number series in our app as we go along. So let's see, created by. So I think this information is enough for us to create the client. So once you have this, the next thing is to add this in our DB context. So we need to have this here. So here I'll just do public DB set. Then we can have client. Then these will be clients. That's okay. So after that, the next thing is to do migrations. So I'm going to add migration. So add migration. Then we can say clients details. So press enter, and we'll be able to have generate our migration file. So we notice 90% of you guys are watching our videos and you haven't subscribed. Please, if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing, like the video, and even comment down below. And in case you need the source code, use the link below to access the source code, which will enable us to continue posting more of these videos. So as you can see, we have our migration file generated. This is the clients. You have the ID, name, code, address, phone number, email, status, created by, created on, and all that. So what I want us to do is, I want us to update the database. So you'll just do update database, and you'll be able to make these changes to the database. So we are going to scaffold our client's submodule so that you're able to have all the CRUD actions. So you can see all this is making changes to the database. You can see this is SQL statements, create table, and we have all these columns. So to move on, we are going to create to scaffold. So I'm going to say new scaffolded item, MVC controller with views using entity framework core. Then here I'll just pick the model. So the model here will be the client. Then it will give us the name of the controller. So if you click OK, then it will generate for us the controllers and the views. So let's see. So you can see it is scaffolding, it is generating the code. So this is a simple way on how you can actually create a CRUD operation without writing more code. So we'll just be styling. So you can see it has already generated our controller here. We have the client controller. And if you move down, you should be able to see under views, we'll be having clients. So this is the clients is there. So we have the clients here. So these the clients, and we have the create, delete, details, edit, and index. So the next thing is just to go to our sidebar menu. So I'll just go to layout, and then just before clients, just before employees, we can add our class menu. So let's just move. So this is sorry. So where is it? So I'm trying to find our menu. So sidebar menu. Let's search. So let's search employees. So there we go. So here, I don't want to have, so I'm going to add another module here called index. This is clients. Then these I want to have some list. So let me see. So bx. So this will be bx list. List. Then I can call this clients. So that is okay. Then this will be able to give us a list of clients. So let's launch our app and see. So you should be able to access clients, and this client will give us now the list of options here. So let's just see how this looks like. So we are going to sign in. So if we sign in, we should see our clients navigation. So you can see we have our clients here. And if I click clients, it is now giving us the list of clients. So we can style this particular grid. So the first thing is, let's just reuse some of the, for example, cities. So I'm going to copy up to the table row here. And if I go to clients, I'll also copy up to here. And I can add this here. So add new, call this add new client. And here I'll also do table row. So this is headers. And So this one closes that, this one closes that, and we need this closed table here. So then we can close the others. So let me format, and I'm going to copy this, close all the tags, and we remain with this one. So the next thing is I want us to have the code, the name, address, phone number, email, status, created by and created on. Remove the created by and created on. So here we'll just do here the description. Here the description. So this will be the full name, and this is created on. So you can remove these others. So remove this, and we remain with this one. So if we format, then our app should be okay. So if I just so this, let's change the title. This should be clients list. So let's relaunch our app and see how our grid looks like. So we should have formatted now our grid, and it should be looking fine. So if you haven't subscribed until this particular point, please subscribe, like the video, comment down below, and ensure that you get the source code if you need. So you can see this is how now our form looks like. So if we click create, so this is how it looks. So we don't need to have this. So let's just go back on the create. We can reuse the others. So I'm going to copy these div up to the create action, up to here, up to the row. So if we do that, I can copy all these as well. Let's do up to here. So I can have that. Then I can say this add new client. And here I need to, let's just see what the styles we've been using. So you can see this is a form group MD6. The same way we should now have them here. So I'll just copy this, copy this, copy this, paste it here, paste it here, paste it here, paste it here. So we don't need the created on and created by, modified on. So all these we need to remove them. So that will be based on the session of the person who is logged in. So let me format this so that we get a clear. So this one is closed. So let me copy this at the top here. So then close these tags. So I need to close them. So I'll do that. And we have our form here, which is okay. So let me format this again. So do we need any closing tags? Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4 is needed. So here I'll also remove this. I'll remove this, and I can close the tags here. So I'll just do that. And if I format, you can see it is already closed. So you can have this as add new client. And the good thing is we also don't need the status. So I'll remove this status here. So I'll remove the status. So I need to make some changes on the controller. So if we go to the controller for the clients, here on the create action, I'll just go to create client, and let's remove this binding. Then here so you can remove this. So let's just remove this. So we don't need these actions here and also these ones. So that's okay. So we have this, sorry. So also this one, we don't need them. We just need that. So what I'm saying is here for the client, if we just check what we've been doing for the other actions, you see we've been adding this. So you get the user ID and you supply the changes. And I don't think why, I don't see. So here we have the client. So here we should get the user ID. This user ID you should supply when saving so that we get the audit trails. And also we need client dot created by, created on, we can do that. The time, so that's the time. We can also have client dot created by ID equals to this. So that is it. Then we should save the changes. So if we do that, so let's remove this. Then that should save our clients. So I want us to try one and save a client, but there is one thing that we missed out. So I want us to, whenever you save a client, you should save them with a status. So, and how do we get those statuses? So this is how we do. So I want us to use, so let's just launch the app. I see you how we are going to use that. So we should create client statuses. Okay, so we need to add the status. We need to add the status of clients. So I'll just go to administration, system codes. So I'll create a status here called client status, and I'll call this clients status. So if I register, then I'll go to system code details. I'll pick the status here. Then I can have different statuses instead of add coding. So I'll just do here, stay active. That is added. I can create another status here. I'll call this blocked. So that is another status. And I can have these as two. So to get the status now here on our clients, to assign statuses to the clients without allowing users to assign them, you go to create action here. So then here we can say, so we need to make use of the client status. So we can say client. So you see you have these client status and we have around 2 of them. So if you go here, we'll pick this. So I'll use the client status. So this will be client status. Then we can say active. So that's what we want. So let's edit this. We just want to be small letters. So I'll say client status. Update it. So this is the client status. I'll have this here. And if you check some of the statuses that we have, so this will be client status. We have active. So then we need to have the active one here. So this status is what you are going to assign it to the to our client here. So I'll just do client status. Then I can have as status ID. So this one will be dot ID. We need the ID. So that is it. So let's try to save one of the clients so that we see how this works. So if you're new to this channel and you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing, like the video, comment down below. And in case you need the source code, you can claim the source code using the link I shared down there. So I'll go to clients, add new. So I'll say this is test. I can say this is macro code. Then I'll say this is that is the address. Phone number, can say this is put in some weird characters there. Then I can put in the email. If I say create, you can see our client has been created. So we can create multiple. So let's say that. Then we say macro test that. Then I can say here gmail.com. Can say test. So if we say create, you can see we have our address, we have it here, and all these information. So that is how you create our status. But I want us to use something. So if you check on our dashboard, you realize we have these status actions here. So I think it looks good. So we can borrow some of this. So let's go to the dashboard. So I want us to check on the dashboard. So where is it? So let's go to dashboard or home. Then I want us to borrow the statuses pending. So I think we have something like that. Yes. So this is one of the status. So let's see completed. So I want us to borrow this. So if you go to our clients, then we should use this particular status. So I just want to go here, paste that there. Then instead of coding this name, we put in the name of our status. Then we can remove now this one. But so let's format. So if we update the changes, then we should see our client status changing here. So you can see this is how it looks now. So I think we can minimize this. We can remove this created on and created by just to minimize the screen. And I can also remove this one. So if I update, so we should be able to see, so you can see this is how now our app looks like. So there's something that we need to add. So we've been adding the alerts and also this message. So whenever we have the successful saving, then we can have those message here. So you can add that here. You can say client details created successfully. So you can even have here try catch. So I'll just do that. I have this here catch. You can do here exception. Then we can have this. So inside here, I'll just say here I'll return. So I'll say here I'll return view here. So here you'll say return view. Then we have our client as the model. But on returning that, we should also say, so this one I can add it here. I can also have it here. So on returning that, you can say client details could not be created successfully. And you can add the message here. So you can say here dot a message. So that's cool. So let's try to launch our app and see if we are able to capture some of this information. So that is one of the ways on how we've done it. So creating the client's details, and you should be able to now see that information on our application. So you can follow that process and you can add any other record that you need. So if I do this, I can say coding test, then this is our client. So I say here test at. So if we create, so you can see you have our success message here. So I want us to also add, so we have a way on how we are creating these buttons. So if we go to one of the, so let's say cities, create, we have these actions here. So I want us to borrow the same, and you need to use it on our client's create. So here I'll just paste it, and I can call these register client. So if we update, refresh that, so you'll see we now have some 2 buttons here. So there you go. So you can now add a client. So it's a test. So this will be test client, macro code, and if we say register, so you can see we have our client here. So I think that is it for today. In case you're new to this channel and you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing, like the video, and see you in our next episode. Bye.